Hey, besties!
It's your girl, Epil, and I know you guys see a very special guest today.
Yes, I know y'all see somebody in the chair. Mila couldn't make it today.
Which is okay. My girl is busy.
But we do have a guest here that's here to fill in and have some girl chat with us. Yeah.
Hey, besties.
Hey, besties. Everybody welcome Gola.
818.
From the 818.
Hello.
Big 818, not the little one.
Not the little one. Hello, Valley.
Hello.
How are ya?
I'm doing great.
Okay,
I'm doing
period.
great. Your boy is tired, but I'm doing good. I got my Alani.
Hello.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but
Sponsor
But
us.
sponsor.
you know,
Sponsor us.
Alani, sponsor this Punani, please. Thank you.
Oh, we finna get in. We finna be for real, for real.
Right,
A long time. We got to catch up. We got to catch up.
Okay. Hey, besties. Welcome to the BF4REAL Podcast. It's your girl, Lose Baby.
And it's your girl, Ipoleka.
And it's your nigga's favorite mistress, Gutta Gold.
Hello.
Hello. We'd like to thank you guys for coming back and watching our show.
Yes.
Make sure you like
Comment.
Share.
and subscribe. Do it right now. Because what is you doing? Subscribe
Right.
to this channel.
Right.
It only takes 5 seconds, Bookie.
Hello.
Touch the button.
Yes, that's all it takes. Okay. Welcome to the BF4REAL Podcast.
Hello, ladies. Helloing.
Hello, Koula. How you been?
I've been good. How have you guys been? Where have you guys been?
Everywhere. Doing everything. I guess I'll start first. Y'all know ain't nothing changed. Still mommy mode, wifey mode. But we needed this. It was a well-necessary break. And then also a little unnecessary too, because it's been forever. But while we've been on break, I've got to attend a few events, help hubby with music, tapping back into that. And really, that's pretty much it.
Doing the mommy thing.
Doing always. Like,
That's
that's
the mommy
what,
Yes.
that's pretty much my role. So, same old same.
I'm always going to applaud that about you. Like, I love that you just balance content, being a wife, being a content creator, being a mommy,
Yeah.
just kind of doing it all. And you still, and I've never like seen you like, y'all, I'm crashed out. Like I'm at crash out level.
If
But
you ain't got no kids.
I do a good job hiding it then. Cause,
you do because I've never ever like seen that from you.
yeah.
And sometimes it's so refreshing to see that type of
Yeah.
content creator that's just so like, I'm gonna be for real about it,
Right. And I have to.
Yes.
But at the same time, I'm so glad we're back in here. Because remember, this is low key like our therapy session. So definitely glad to be back in this space. And also for Gola joining us. I just know he's about to make us crack up. So I cannot wait
Yes.
to chit chat with him.
Yes.
Bitch, I'm not a clown.
But honestly, like, where have we been? Where have we been,
people to listen.
besties? Life has been lifing. Let's just be for real. Okay, each and every one of us have schedule conflicts. And I'm pretty sure everybody deals with that, especially with having like a group full of powerful women who are also content creators, who are also entrepreneurs, who are also doing that life thing. It's really hard to try to balance this therapy session for us.
Right.
But I'm gonna be for real. We have been slacking. Yes, we have. I'm not gonna cap. I've
Or
been wanting us to film for the longest time, but
Because when was y'all last video?
August
Of last year.
and even that video hasn't been posted because I wanted to, plan it strategically.
Right.
I wanted to
Not just-
have our girl time video, but it's been so hard. Obviously we're missing our third, and it's just schedules. It's conflicts of schedules, and I think since we all have we're in different spaces of life. Like,
we literally, all of us.
yeah,
we all do different things.
So this is not like a pity party for y'all to give us because we've been slacking. I'm not.
No, you guys have every right to get on us because yes, we have been slacking.
Which they have.
No, for real.
Okay, because tell me why I be going on TikTok live and you guys, besties. I love you, besties. I love you so much, besties. But y'all be like, when's the next podcast episode gonna drop? Right. And it's like, can you just give us a minute? We're trying. I promise you, yes, we've been slacking on trying to get our schedules together, but honestly, each and every one of us have different things going on. Yeah. Like Ipo mentioned, she's been in spaces where she's been invited to, and I've been in spaces where I put myself into. I'm walking into spaces that I want to introduce myself to because I think everybody needs a little piece of Losse baby. Just a little,
not just a little.
And so I've been trying to step out of my comfort zone, going to the gym.
Yes, I was just going to mention that.
We've been trying, y'all.
No, and she's been consistent. You guys, if you guys been following her.
Sexy.
Oh.
Like the P is it's literally defined.
Yes. And so I've been like, that's my therapy. So right now, aside from podcasts, the gym has been my get out of the house and go do something because y'all movement matters. Just get out and move. Like go walk, which I know y'all been doing the 10,000 step challenge.
Hello.
Clock that.
Move your body.
Clock that. Because walking, it's going to define the derriere.
Okay.
The foicino.
Yes. So that's really what I've been into is just walking into spaces that don't know who I am and introducing who I am.
No, but sister,
to the spaces
and leaving. Who was that girl? You leave that type of impression I kid you not. When I'm around you, you just have this vibe.
She owns the room.
Yes. Where it's giving main character. You're so confident, so beautiful, and just it flows naturally.
But I hope it's humble. It really, I'm out of a humble heart.
It's you definitely own the room naturally. Like it's not. It doesn't give. I'm trying to own the room. Yes. It gives like, hello, like it's me. Here. I'm here. Yes. But everyone else can just feel the aura.
Yes.
I'm not gonna cap though. It's hard to take compliments. Do you guys believe that?
Yeah.
Because I just recently came from Vegas. This girl ran up to me and shout out to you, love. I am so appreciative for you. And she was like, I was so nervous, but I am such a fan of your podcast. Like, I just wanted, can I get a hug? And I'm like, of course. And I even told her like, girl, I'm nobody. Like, I'm just Losse. And yes, I have.
But I think that's why a lot of people like, they really like support us. Because, you know, they probably expect us to be high and mighty, but we're so humble.
Please.
Even till this day.
I promise you, if you were to ever come across us, we are not that type. And I'm going to claim that. I'm going to stamp that. And if you ever run into us, you'll see for yourself.
You know, I actually don't like when people do that.
Come up to you and compliment you?
Or like if they come up to me and they're like, oh, I know you from social media and stuff. Like,
I want to hear your perspective.
I don't like it. I mean, it's very normal because like, yeah, you do see me on social media. Like, I appreciate it, but I think I just get, like, really bad anxiety when people do that, because...
Say that.
Like, I don't know what you know me from. Like, I don't know if you know me from, like...
What phase do you know?
Hopefully it's a good thing.
Hopefully it's a good thing, you know, because I done talked a lot of shit on the internet, and hopefully that's not why you know me, because I don't know if we're going to squabble or we're going to hug. But it's nerve-wracking, but I eventually be like, okay, well, I have to be nice regardless because I don't want to come off as a bitch. But I do be nice when people come up to me. It's just in the back of my head, I'm like, you trying to fight?
Okay, but you opened up this door, so I'm going to dive in while it's open. Okay. Keisha Koula, you just said you used to talk your shit on the internet, but now I don't see that at all from you.
Yeah.
Can you say it's two different Golas now, or... You still be popping it every now and then?
It's most definitely two different Golas because I feel like I've learned that social media is something that you can't take too serious.
Yes, yes.
And I think that's a big problem with, especially our Tongan community.
Hello.
They take social media way too seriously, and that leads to a lot of violence and
talking each other.
Which is not necessary.
Right.
So I mean, I know I had my fair shares of back and forth on the internet, but I've learned that like it's really not worth it. Like, it girl, I'm not gonna sit here and
waste
tell you,
energy and time.
Tell you which Goya of yours is a hoe. And which tamai is fucking who's kuya. Like, I don't care about all that,
Hola,
girl.
Pange. You just went to the kuya de tamai.
I'm talking about, we only been recording for 10 minutes and it's already off to a great start. Hello.
That's all it takes for somebody to start talking.
Kuya with
the
No, but for real though, when it gets to that, when you like Ipo mentioned in the episode previous, like if you're gonna go low, I'm gonna go to
lower.
hell.
Yeah.
I might not go to hell because princesses don't go to hell, but I'll definitely go lower. You can go to hell though.
The epilo.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Aside from what we've been doing, I do want to kind of give this time to Gola to kind of let us know what Gola has been up to.
Who is Gola?
Who is Gola?
Tell us more about Gola.
Because we're going to ask you, it's the hot seat time.
Right. I did her cue the who's that girl?
La 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 la.
Like, she's that girl. Well, to those of y'all that don't know me, my name is Gola, aka Gutta Gold, aka Gola 818, aka your nigga's favorite mistress, aka that bitch, aka Epo's master, aka I got a whole bunch of AKs, but
Yes.
overall I'm Gola. I guess I'm a content creator. I like to just be me, but people do tell me like they want me to be a content creator and they want me to put more content out there. I just like to post videos and like post shit on social media that I think is funny or like that,
Yes.
I just want to taki somebody real quick. Shade them without shading them and just throw it out there. But it's not like I have like a passion for this, right?
Right.
But I think as of recently, especially hanging out with you guys, I've definitely caught like a niche of wanting to be more serious about my content.
Yes.
But that's the thing. Okay, when I met Gola, he instantly has this aura of easy to get along with. He knows how to fuck a kata. Like,
Oh my God.
and I love people like that. I think that's why I was able to become comfortable with you so fast. It's just because of who you are.
Yes.
And I was telling my husband, I was like, I wish I would have known Kola a long time ago. But then when I thought about it, I was
Wouldn't have
like, no,
liked
because that was drama Kola. I like this Kola right now.
You've been like, Gola? Yeah.
Yeah, I like to keep it demure nowadays. So
And we love.
And I also met Gola like just randomly too. It was so funny how we met.
Yeah.
We met at Dinah Jane's album release party, or I think it was her EP release. And all I hear is, Lose! Oh my gosh, Lose! And this is me. I'm like, who knows me at this party? I'm like, this is crazy. Content creating, I wasn't like that much of a content creator.
You were.
But then when Gola yelled out, and I looked over and I was like, but I also knew Gola because I think we were social media friends on TikTok. And so I'm like, Gola, OMG. So we met officially in person and the energy was there, babes. The vibes.
That's why he's here.
Right. No, but that goes back to saying how you own the room because so she didn't tell the full story. So Dinah's album released, or it was for her song Yaya.
Yes, her song release. Yes.
And so it was on a rooftop. It was on a rooftop pool bar in South Hollywood.
Hello.
Soho.
So I got there a little bit earlier, and it's just nothing but balangans around me. But I'm by the pool, like in a cabana. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, I just see this fine ass, thick Tongan gal with the fat poom poom walking by, and she had a bathing suit on with like this fishnet cover up on.
Oh, period.
But she's walking for motolo ata in Louis the fucking pool. I was like, I know that's Lucy, baby. I know that's right.
Hello.
Ma'alpito.
Hey.
So I saw her and I was like, that's fucking Lucy, baby. Like, the way that I saw everybody just staring at you was just like, yeah, she's
Definitely
that girl.
eyes were all on you.
No,
You
I
own that
was,
whole
I was the
fucking
only
scene.
one wearing a swimming suit aside from Dinah. It was it was a swimming suit party.
Nobody else.
And so, I was like, when Lucy Baby goes, I'm going to put it on. I don't care what type of.
I love her.
But I'm like, everyone, because even my group too, they didn't wear swimming suits. I was the only one that wears swimming suits. And they're just like, are you sure you want to wear swimming suits? And I was like, why not? This is a swimming suit party.
Exactly. Make it make sense.
Yeah. So when I walked in and I seen everybody in like normal clothes, this is me. All right. I said, okay, I came to swim. I didn't swim. Hell. Matter of fact, I can't swim. I don't know how to swim.
No, but you definitely owned the room when you walked in. And not only that, because it was so many palangis and it was like only a few of us polys there. I talked about this with Dinah. Like, we need to insert ourselves in rooms like that because those are rooms that we deserve to be in and that
Yes.
we should be seen in, because
Yes.
you know, it's not all about the belonging people and who can help you
Yes.
uplift you in certain areas, who can help you do this, who can help you do that. You know, some of us can just be there for support.
Yep.
You know, and we got to support each
But
other.
not only that, don't sleep on Koula, you guys. Do you guys know how well connected this man is?
Yes. Yes.
He like you'd be surprised who he knows and how he could set you up. Like he's not just
Clock it.
basic Koula. He knows the people.
Yeah.
She had a past. You know, I did have a past where I did make a lot of connections with people in many spaces that I'm always grateful that I've been in.
Yes.
And I probably should have took content creating serious back then when I had these connections.
Yes.
But I was just like, girl, I'm just talking shit on Twitter.
It's all about timing. I believe in
Yeah.
timing. Like I feel like maybe
That's very
back then
true.
it wasn't the right time.
At all.
But
At all.
maybe, who knows? Maybe now is the right time. Open
Right.
the door.
A more demure version of me.
It
and
is.
It seems like people are liking it. So
That's good, Koula. I love that for you.
Aside from the drama side, I see the big teddy bear side. The one that loves so hard.
Where?
Uh-huh. I see it, especially when it comes to his family, his parents, his siblings. You know, how, and you not being from out here, how has being away from home been?
Oh God, being away from home has been really hard. I miss home every day. There's not a second where I don't miss, you know, just chilling in the living room with my parents, or just seeing my nieces and nephews running around causing havoc, and then me telling them to shut up every 2 seconds. But it's been really hard. But I will say moving out here has been one of the hardest decisions I've had to make, because I moved out here by myself.
Right.
We love that. We love
Right.
that.
We love an independent queen.
Hello.
Yes.
It was one of the hardest decisions I've had to make, but it was one of the best decisions I've made. Utah has been such a blessing to me, such a big blessing for myself, for me spiritually, mentally, and even physically. Like I can go on, but it's just been a real blessing to me. I love Utah, and I love what Utah has done for me.
And Utah loves you.
Yes.
Utah loves Gola.
Stay.
Yeah, especially Vegas.
I kind of want you to do your segment of just talking about you, the Café Gola that you had mentioned. So go into that.
Okay, so I brought up the Café Gola. For those of y'all that don't know what the Café Gola is, it is the pillars that stands as the foundation of a Tongan person,
Yes.
both female and male. The 4 pillars we stand by are whakapa'apa, which is respect, anga whakatoki lalo, which is, you know, humility, mamahi mea, which people interpret it very differently. I interpret it as your passion for community or whatever your beliefs for church. And the last one, what was it? Mamahi mea, anga whakatoki lalo, and tauhiva. The last one is tauhiva. Tauhiva is like keeping relationships, and reciprocation. I think, hearing those as a little kid, hearing what the Kawai Gola is as a kid, you just think, oh, well, yeah, that's what makes me Tongan. But actually understanding and following those pillars, you get a whole different level of passion for being Tongan.
Yes.
Because I know a lot of people like to complain, for example, people like to complain about fuakavenga.
Oh.
And that will fall under mamahi mea. Or and tauhiva. But I feel like when you fuakavenga with the whole heart, and you do it as you want to and not because it's an obligation,
Yes.
you see the blessing coming back. You see the blessing coming back, and you also, if there's a different feeling you get when everyone knows their place and you fought the right fatongia for your place, you just feel like, I want to say fulfilled. It feels fulfilled. It's fulfilling because you did your part and you did what you were supposed to do, and you're an active member of the community and of the circle that you're in. But those are the 4 pillars that I stand on, and that we all fall short. But it's something that I like to remind myself when I'm losing myself, or I feel like I'm in a daze, or I'm getting lost. I always remind myself about the 4 Kave Gola, and then I kind of feel myself more. And it just so happens that my name is Gola, so I feel like
it's a connection.
I knew it was
Yeah.
coming.
It's the
somehow.
connection.
it is.
I love that. And thank you. I learned something new.
Yeah, because can we like really be for real about fuakavenga? Because let's be for real, a lot of people don't like to fuakavenga because of how much money goes into it. And for those of you that are non-Tongan speaking, because I think we're going to introduce this segment of growing up Tongan because we're going to talk about some Tongan things in a Tongan household. We did touch up on it on some episodes, but we're going to dive into a deeper side because let's talk about fuakavenga, which is doing your duty as a person in the family. What is your duty to the family? And especially in times of celebration, in times of death, in times of anything with family, what is your duty specifically? And in the Tongan culture, fuakavenga is doing your duty to those that have come before you, generations before you. It's not just generations before you, it's also your cousins, your brothers, your sisters. It's everybody. It's not just your immediate family. It's every single lineage that belongs to you.
Every branch of your tree.
Yes, every branch of your tree that you are obligated as a duty to the family to respectfully pursue and respectfully complete and fulfill. And fuakavenga has been like a touchy topic because our older generations, they do that. And they're the ones that make us do it, right? Because we're the ones that have the money. Let's be for real.
Right.
No, I'm just going to use myself as an example. But my parents, they're whenever someone dies in the family, it's always, my dad is the oldest, so he's the umotua. So he has a different title than everybody else. He is mandatory to be there, obligated to be there, and he has to provide at least something. He cannot come empty-handed to any type of function. And they go to my dad to be the pillar. So whenever we have celebrations or funerals, most of the time, everyone meets at my house because my dad is the umotua.
Right.
And they give all the money from each family member to my dad. He's the one that is the person to present it to when we go present the hala or send the love to the family that we're going to. And I'm the one that's, the bank. Let's be for real. Because my parents are retired. Right. I don't expect them to have money.
Right.
So when a kavenga comes, I'm not going to lie, I be dragging my feet because I'm like, dang, that's money I could have used on something else or did on something else. But like Koula said, the blessings are tenfold.
It is.
Are tenfold because I'll drop money on that and I'm so sad. But then it comes back throughout the whole week. And I'm just like, dang.
And they be coming from places you don't even
expect it.
It's like, dang, I wasn't expecting this to come back like this so quickly.
But the main complaint is losing money.
Right.
Yeah. That's really what it is. And where are we finding this money from? Because not only do we have duties to our family, but we have duties to our church, religion. When it comes to our tithings, our 10%, my parents are first generation Tongans from the island. So they believe in that 10%, which everybody believes in the 10% if you're religious. And I'd be like, where we pulling out this 10% from?
Okay.
Or sometimes you'd be like, I'm down to my 10%. Let me just tuck it away.
Or sometimes like, you actually don't work, so there's no 10% for you. Can I just get my 10% and I'll pay yours?
Okay, but as much as I complain to myself, and sometimes I complain to my mom and dad, I'd still do it because that's your kavenga.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like that complaint comes from a lot of people, like pretty much in our generation.
Yeah.
Because they're not used to foreign kavengas. But those that are used to it, we do see the blessing, the outcome of it. I feel like complaints that I've heard from people in our generation is, well, why should I pitch in for them? Because I don't even know that family.
Right.
That person has never came around for us, or they didn't show up for us when we showed up for them.
Right. That's true.
But that's, which brings us back to the kave Gola. You have to be on a whakatokilalo and lototo when it comes to situations like that. You can't count people's works that they do for you. Yes. Just because, like, let's say just because you came and showed up for me one time, and then I showed up for you, but you didn't show back to me.
Tabs, right.
You can't keep tabs on that. It's like, no, you showed up for me once, I showed up for you, and we're gonna keep going that. Even if you didn't show up for me, I'm gonna still show up for you because it's not about you know, let's
Eye
only
for an eye.
eye for an eye. It's about just being a good Tongan
Having
person.
a genuine heart too.
Yeah,
Yes,
having a genuine
yes.
heart. You know, you just want to do that because it's within you. It's not
Right.
about for the looks.
Right.
Yep.
You can
Right.
tell when it's for the looks and when people just want to, you know, be,
Yeah,
You can
there's
tell,
that
you
too.
can feel it, you can see it. Literally, you can see it all.
Yeah, you know there's that do it for the looks.
Right.
Because, you know, I seen a meme on Twitter. Maybe I don't even have Twitter like that, but I seen a meme where it's like, we're eating saimini at home and then we go to a wedding and my dad gets up and says, we don't have much, but here's $10,000
Right, I've
to
seen that.
start off your life. And it's like
Right.
priority.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's like smiling there, but then when you get home, it's like, why would now?
Yeah.
Here comes
Yeah.
Yeah.
everything
See,
else.
Cormaco and I, it's like, obviously you don't need to drop that 10K if, you know, you see your kids are starving. Like, you have to be smart about it. Prioritize your life. Like, you definitely could have just dropped 2 racks or 1 rack on the fatongia and save that money to take care of your family.
Right.
Like, we don't always have to go all out. That's the number one thing about Tongan people. We just feel like we got to do
The most. To the highest power.
real most.
To the highest power, yes.
Like,
That's
they're like, oh
very
no,
true.
this bitch was not going to beat me at this gavanga. I'm going to drop more than her. That's how they be thinking.
But that's really how it is. And that's so sad. Like,
But that goes to show you can tell somebody's mindset and who they've been raised around.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I feel like our generation, yes, we're somewhat the ones who complain about kavenga and stuff like that. But I also feel like we're the ones that's kind of switching up the cycle a little bit.
we're more of the budgeting generation,
Yeah.
whereas our older generation was throwing like 10
Just
G's,
not even thinking about it.
not even thinking about
Yes.
how life is at home.
Yeah.
Right.
But we're the generations like, yes, we'll do it, but
Here's
I'll
how much
only
we can
give
put
you
towards it.
Yes.
Let's put this
Yes.
over here. Right.
Yes.
El
Okay,
café
I love
inventado,
that.
like, no, it needs to be this much.
Yes.
Like, okay, well, this is how much you're going to get. So make it work. And if not, then we're not going to the function.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My upbringing completely
Yeah.
different. Like when I hear you guys talk about like kavengas, our Tongan cultures, traditions,
Girl, speak on
I'm
it.
literally here picking, like learning.
Yes.
Even in my 30s, y'all, I'm still learning because I grew up in the gospel, but I seen my dad and his siblings, like they knew the Tongan way, but they never, really taught us.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing. You're not Mormon, huh?
No.
But this is the truth, and I feel like you can attest to it. Mormon Tongans are very different than Tongans in any other religion when it comes to Fuakavenga and when it comes to a lot of cultural stuff. Because if you notice, y'all kind of water down all of the cultural events, right?
In a way, I see what you're talking about.
There's like so which makes sense why you're still learning nowadays. Because I'll say like for an example like for Wesleyana or like are you Methodist?
Yeah.
For Methodist, even Shastonga, you grow up knowing how to fuafatongia because
Right.
it's something. There's always something, literally always something at church.
And you guys were taught at a
There's
young
you're,
age.
so you're taught at a young age.
Yeah.
I don't think Mormons practice that at a young age.
No.
Or they don't teach like certain cultural things
No.
at church, right?
No. I mean, if we're going to be taught culture things, it's going to be in our own home, just with our parents.
Yeah.
But our church doesn't necessarily teach us that because, well, just my upbringing, my dad was more so focused on raising us in the gospel than raising us in the Tongan tradition.
Yeah.
So that's why mine is a little different. But when I married my husband's family, mind you, they know all of this.
Yeah.
So that's when I started learning. I mean, my mom's trying to teach me every now and then too, but I was just I grew up Balangi. You know what I mean?
And that's totally fine.
Which it is. No, that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Like, I'm so grateful for now coming back around to my people's learning. It might be a little later on, but, learning.
Yes.
Because I would love for my kids to at least know both.
Yeah.
And if it comes to their day where they have to do their duties and know their place, they know.
Yes.
It's always good to pick up and learn because, there's things that maybe we know that other people don't know or things that we don't know that other people know. And it's always good to pick and learn from each
Right.
other because it's our culture. This is stuff that's embedded in this.
Yes. I think aside from religion, and I noticed this too, is the age of what your parents' age. Because my
Yes,
parents
that is
are
true.
old,
Mm-hmm.
and my siblings were like spaced out in ages. So my parents are, I consider them the older generation, older than your parents.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that also has something to tie
That
into.
does, yeah.
And I feel like your parents, they had the best of both worlds.
Mm.
They were introduced to the Tongan life, but they also were introduced to the American life.
Right.
So they got that opportunity to raise their kids how they wanted to.
That's very true.
And pick and choose from the culture and from American culture and Tongan culture what they want.
Right.
Versus my parents, that's all they know. They were never introduced to the American culture. They moved out here. They're immigrants. They came out here to find the American culture.
Yeah.
And so even till today, like they're fobs. They're the fob brats. Hey, mom, dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't speak English well, but I think that also has to deal with it too.
My dad did that. My dad
Yeah.
and his siblings did that, but they never broke it down. This is what's called what fuakavenga.
Yep.
Our place, like knowing our fahu, like all of that, until probably when we got older. Then I was intrigued and I started asking questions because we would go to Tongan functions. Oh, what are they doing? Why are they bringing that to them? Fuaking this and that to them, like, you know. Then that's when my parents was like, you know what? Okay, let me teach you.
Yeah, my dad didn't allow us to speak English when we came home. Like we only spoke English in school. Then when we came home, it was
Tongan.
And my dad would be like, you only speak English out there. In here, we're Tongan.
That's my mother-in-law with my kids.
Yeah, so I mean, that also is another thing that helped. Because a lot of people too, like when I go to Tongan, they're like, dang, you put the Tongan like that? Yeah. And it's just like, yeah, because we're from America.
Right.
No, but I'm not
so surprised.
Hello?
I'm not going to lie, though. You look at, okay, let's say our age group.
Yes.
And overseas, everyone is so fluent.
Yes.
You go over here,
yes,
maybe a handful, maybe some, but I would love to learn.
That's because they're right next to our islands. Like, you know,
True.
They're right next to it, so they have a lot more access to cultural teachings and stuff because they teach about Tongan culture and Polynesian culture in
New
schools
Zealand and Australia, right?
So they have a lot more access to it, and a lot of people from Tonga are migrating first to New Zealand and Australia, so they have a lot of more firsthand teachings. Because if you notice, a lot of the Tongans out here, you don't see Tongans moving from Tonga to America nowadays. Yep. That only happened back in the days when they migrated. Yep. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, they're migrating from Tonga to New Zealand
or Australia.
Right.
So, you know, we're kind of dying out. The fobs are kind of dying out here.
Yeah, low key.
Yeah.
But they have a lot more access to our resources where they are. So them hoes be talking shit about us that we don't know this and we don't know that. No, sweetie, yes, we do know it.
No, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, just go to church. That's where I learned how to understand and speak somewhat Tongan. I went to church. Yeah. Go to church, you're gonna learn fast over there.
Yes. I mean, and another thing that I do love is this generation is such a woke generation. Like, you mentioned, I didn't know, so I'm gonna go find it. Mm-hmm. You know, especially if you want to learn the Tongan culture, just go look for it. Go ask people about it. Go talk to people, and you will definitely learn. Just make sure you talk to the right people, because there are some people out there
making up their own way,
their own. Because let's be for real, when we were in elementary, and the Palangis would be like, "How do you say I love you?" and we'd be like, "Siko."
Oh my god, yes. And that's still happening to this
And then
day.
they'd be like, "Oh, okay," and we're like, "Go say that over there to her. Go say that." You know, like, so just make sure you're going across the right person, because And let's talk about the international versus the American Fabrats. Because Kola mentioned it a little bit, but you know, sadly, I haven't experienced that, maybe because you know, like, you know, and when I went to New Zealand, same thing, like I never experienced it, but I did hear, this is just a hearsay, that a lot of the international Tongans, they do kind of frown upon the American Tongans because we're not culturally educated.
Right.
Allegedly. But I think, I feel like it's literally only on social media. Like, this is a debate that goes on only on social media. If we go to New Zealand right now, they's not going to say nothing to us about you're a plastic Tongan, like they like to say. You're plastic. No, bitch, I'm gonna go. Thank you.
No, and we have international besties, and none of them have ever have given us that type of
vibe. Because like I said, I'm still learning. And not once have we ever, I have ever received.
Y'all are just too much on the positive side of TikTok and
that's
social
where we
media.
Need to be.
When y'all get to the dark web, y'all get to the dark side of these social media.
I want to avoid that because I'm not scared to go to jail. I want to avoid that.
I haven't, and I'm gonna keep it positive, keep it positive, because I did the translations to Baby Joe's songs, you know, the Tongan,
and
English.
It'd be going viral all the time.
Yes, and the Tongan translations, and I continually get asked to do more videos, but I stopped because I'm like, why? I don't want to do this anymore, because I just don't.
The comments were drifting.
Not the comments. Everybody in the comments were so positive. Like, everybody were like, thank you, because there were some words that Baby Joe used in some of the songs that were new,
Right.
like not
Remix.
the common Tongan words that a lot of people use. And I'm not gonna lie, I had to sit my mom down by me, and I was like, Mom, help me. And she was like, I got you. And so we would sit there and talk about it sentence by sentence, and she would explain it to me in Tongan, and then I would change it to English. And I haven't seen the comments of like, oh, you can tell she's from America, but I haven't seen that. So,
Well, yeah, because they're probably looking at you like you're the one off that can, you're the coon of the.
Who got something to say? No, just kidding.
hello.
They're looking at you like you're the one off that will accept, but everybody else is just
Yeah.
A little
plastic.
That's crazy though. I
It's
have
like a
seen
big
that.
debate. It's a
yes,
big debate
I've seen that on social media.
On social media about them, but the one thing I will say about them is they stay talking about us, and they always want to downplay us and degrade us as Polynesians out here in America, but we are the influence.
Overall, like if you could speak it and understand it, what's the problem?
Right.
But also, if you're proud to be Tongan,
That too.
I would love, like the athletes that we have that are in the
Dooley.
NBA,
Okay. Always
in
repping
the
the team.
NFL, like
College,
Talanoa
yes.
Hufanga, everybody was teasing him.
No Iliafia.
Everybody was teasing him on how
Still
he
love
would
you, though,
say his
cousin.
name.
Love you.
But it's like, why tease when we should be proud that he's putting
Yes.
teas on the map?
Because you know why? Because we play too damn much.
Yeah.
Our freaking
Yeah, we play too.
Yes, we do.
play too damn much.
Like some of it is funny, I'm not gonna cap, but also we should also applaud the man for putting us on the map, because
Right,
literally
'cause look how far
nobody
he's
does
come.
teas like he does, and everybody has been doing teas in the NFL now.
And I shout
because
out to
of him.
Shout out to him because I love that you still, regardless of that situation, you still repping it loud and proud.
Yes.
Hello.
As you should.
And that's why I'm
Okay.
like, okay, we need to die down this conversation of, and I get it. The international Tongans, of course, they're gonna know the culture more, but that doesn't make us less of Tongan
Right.
people in America.
Right.
And I just wish that they seen us equally the way that we see them. Like,
Or take it as a teaching moment.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
yes,
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna lie, like I love the international Tongans. The way
I
that
do
they
too.
remember how we were talking about how they show support for artists.
Yes.
like they pulled
Hard
through
out.
for their Polynesian
Hard out,
artists.
yes.
But it's like I wish we had that out here in America where we pulled through for our artists. So that's why I'm like I have so much respect for our international
Yes.
Polynesians, and I hope that they would at least get to have some respect for us American Polynesians.
And I would say majority of our besties are from overseas.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yes. You've
Overseas.
been asking us to come to New Zealand bad.
Yes. So you
Real bad.
You join us right in a great time.
Killed off on them.
They're about to be like, oh, okay, Fat Joe in the house.
Bitch.
So now that we talked about culture and being Tongan, we're gonna ride off that wave as well, and we're gonna talk about some traumas, because I'm gonna label it a trauma because let's be for real.
No, always.
It was a trauma.
Let's keep it for real.
Okay, but every one of us knows, growing up Polynesian, there are rules and restrictions and things that we have to abide by. Like we mentioned before, there's duties, obligations, representations that we have. And I just want us to talk about how growing up a Tongan girl versus growing up a Tongan boy versus growing up a Tongan lady.
Instantly unfair as the girl because literally this is how we were raised. My mom, when it comes to the boys wanting to go out and do their own thing, it's a quick yes. And when it came to the girls, us wanting to hang out with our friends and sleep over and things like that, it was instantly a no. I hated it growing up, but now that I'm older, I'm grateful.
Yes.
For the way that my parents raised us like that. And then not only that, the whole whakapapa with the girls, things like that too. Staying out of our brothers' rooms, certain things about that.
Can't hang with the boys.
Yes.
If there's more boys in the room than girls, the girls got to get out.
Right.
If there's more girls in the room than boys, the boys got to get out. You should not be going into your sister's room. You should not be going into your brother's room. That's really what whakapapa is.
Period. But I remember growing up and hating that my brothers got to do whatever they want and we had to always stay home.
Yep. Yeah, because I joke around that I am my dad's son. I am my dad's son because the boys is my mom's
Princesses.
daughter, princess. So my
very
mom is princessing the boys, and I am at Iate with my dad, which
The
I had no
Mulan.
complaints. No complaints, because I'm not gonna cap. Yate really taught me a lot of things about being, mind driven. You have that mindset to just drive. So when my dad would take me to Yate, I went because he paid me. With shopping, clothes, the girl things. So I didn't mind being my dad's Tongan son, which I know every single girl feels that way. Honestly, like the difference in the way that we dressed, modesty for the girls and the boys, they get to do whatever they want. They get to not walk around the house with their shirt off, but they get to walk and do whatever, wear whatever, shorts, tank tops. The girls, it was always, you got to wear clothes that cover up your body.
Right.
That
past your knees always.
Past your knees. You can't be dressing like a folkisi and things like that.
That's so true.
A lot
I
of
feel like
trauma.
you're so triggered. I can
a
feel
lot
it.
of trauma.
It's
It's just going. So we're just like, we can feel it.
Because aside from like growing up a girl that tao lungas is a different breed.
Absolutely.
Like my mom
Can't be in the sun.
can't be in the sun,
Right.
and coloration. Like the girls, if you're not kilima'a, you're not considered beautiful.
She's keeping it all the way real.
Because I'm not a light skinned girl. I'm a brown caramel complexion girl. But when I was growing up, my mom would keep me out of the sun, and she never taught this upon me, but I always looked at the girls that were lighter skin as more prettier than me because
it was already planted.
It was already
mindset, right.
And my brothers would go to the water park. I would sneak with my brothers to try to go to the water park. My mom found out and she came to the water park, dragged me out the swimming pool, put a long sleeve shirt on me because she didn't want me to get dark. I had a competition the next day and I wanted to have fun. There was a lot of restrictions being a girl that grows up Taolunga,
Right.
but because I couldn't have fun. I really couldn't. I couldn't get injured. I couldn't get a scrape on my skin because scars on your skin is also considered.
Like, disgusting. You're not worthy.
What?
Yes. Oh, I didn't mean to go into
Mom.
this, but really, like growing up a Tongan girl, but also a Tongan girl that Taolungas, that's a different type of strength that you have to endure.
Right.
Especially like seeing lighter skinned girls, and you're just like, I wish I was that light skinned.
Right.
And then when you go places, you stay out of the sun. You go sit in the shade while everybody else is having fun.
Right.
Because you just don't want to be that dark skinned girl. But now, I don't care what kind of scars I have on my skin. I still taolunga. I do. And just saying.
Great.
But
Okay.
I still taolunga, but I don't have that mindset of I gotta be light skinned. Like I made my parents just finally accept, like, girl, you gonna take me for what my skin color is. But back then, that was such a thing.
It was a
Yes.
big thing.
No, it was.
Oh my gosh. I was a competitive taolunga dancer. And I was up against this girl that was light skinned. Just the perfect description of a Tongan girl to do taolunga. She wasn't too big. She wasn't too skinny.
Mm-hmm.
I knew she was going to win. But if we were to compare our talents, I was more talented.
Okay.
I tried so hard to show that skills matters over looks.
Yeah.
Right.
But looks was also a big
Factor.
part of the points.
And do you guys still feel like that's how our Miss Hey Lala still are?
Ooh.
Or still is?
I mean,
Absolutely.
you see the Miss Halalas. They're all beautiful, skin-toned, light-skinned baddies.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to switch it to Gola.
Yes, because I know a lot of people will be able to relate. What you
Well,
gonna start with, the boy or the lady?
Well,
Yeah.
first of all, I want to acknowledge that you guys, as women, definitely had it harder than Tongan men.
See what I
will
mean?
acknowledge that.
Point proven.
I will acknowledge that because I do remember a lot of things growing up that my sisters had to go through that I didn't. But being lady, I was able to experience it with them because my sisters would tell me like, why did mom do this and do that, and I'd be like, girl, I don't know, but she didn't do that to me, so bye, bitch. But
Oh, the
it was
freedom.
Right.
Yeah, I had a lot of freedom growing up. I definitely went through my phase of liking girls, but then once I figured that wasn't for me,
You were
I
like-
never had to come and tell my parents like, hey, I'm gay.
Yeah.
Like they just knew, or like I would just show up to the house with makeup on. And my mom would look at me like, why do you have mascara on? I'd be like, girl, because it's cute. You want some? But I never had to like come out and tell her like,
Yeah.
this is me. Do you accept it?
Yeah.
It's like, girl,
Accept me as I am.
You're gonna
Hello.
accept me as I am, or if not,
Bye.
but
Hi.
gratefully they accepted me. But also, and to my siblings watching this, y'all know this is true. My siblings were very Thai growing up. I was like my parents' world.
Yeah,
I did
Lisa.
everything. I did, and I still do everything for my parents. As a man, as a woman, whenever my mom needs one of her daughters to help her with Koula and stuff, where are her daughters? Nowhere to be found.
Shout out to the sisters.
Right.
We ain't part of this.
but I would always help my mom out with that, and then whenever my dad needed someone to go yate with, here he comes picking me up, going yate. So I definitely experienced both sides of the best of both worlds. It's definitely harder being a Tongan woman, though. It's definitely harder being like the experiences and trials I've seen my sisters go through, especially in a household of very Tongan parents, and us being first generation here. Mm-hmm. It was crazy.
Right.
Growing up was crazy with my parents, and seeing how my sisters were treated. Not to say my mom was a bad mom, but there were certain expectations that sometimes weren't met, and they came with consequences that were just traumatizing growing up. And I would view it from a boy's perspective, like, dang, I'm so glad I don't have to go through that. Mm-hmm. Or I'm so glad I don't have to experience that with you, but I can be here for you and help you navigate. In whatever way and help you navigate. But I even though I'm late, I always hold my sisters on a pedestal, and women in general. Women in general, I always hold women on a pedestal, and I always know my place as their brother, and as the Vaihuki of her kids. But it's I just feel so, because I feel like y'all have so much to say about that, but me, it was an easy flow and go. I was doing what I want, and I'm gonna do what I want.
Okay, so as y'all can tell, growing up Polynesian, but also specifying it as a Polynesian woman versus a Polynesian man. And I'm not even going to say Polynesian. Growing up Tongan, as a Tongan woman versus a Tongan man, there are differences. We're going to switch it up and kind of move into a segment where we just, I don't know, talk about girl time, girl talk, tea time. Yes. So I wanted to see what your guys' opinions are, because we're all in different phases. I'm single. You're there.
He's pending.
I would say I'm single. I'm definitely single, but I'm seeing somebody. But I'm still open.
That's considered. That's not pending. That's
situationship.
That's confusion.
It's a situation.
I'm not closed off.
There you go. So we're all in different phases, right? Of our relationship status. So do you guys believe that hearting or liking someone's story is a form of flirting, like code for I need that, I gotta have that?
Okay, from a married woman,
I was gonna say, I don't even think you should answer this as a married woman.
No, I'm gonna answer it because,
like, this is your opinion looking from the outside in, right?
From the outside, but not only that. Okay, look, it's all about your mindset,
your mouthpiece.
See, we know how to say it.
Okay, pause. Go, Gola, answer.
The man and out the outside.
Yes, okay.
I feel like, as much as it sucks to say, it is. Like, I feel like it is a way that people use nowadays to flirt, which I don't think
Just
it should be.
A simple like?
Yeah, I feel like that's the way that some people use to get your attention.
Okay, yeah. I guess we have different perspectives then. Because for me, I'm thinking of it as engagement. If you're supporting others, they're going to support you right back.
Well, of course, because you're married. So you're not looking at it like, oh, this nigga just like unless you are.
Stop.
Okay.
Bye tonight, cool.
That's what I mean. You're not going to look at it like that, because
no.
You're not actively seeking somebody.
Right.
But people that are actively seeking, obviously, you're going to look at them and be like,
right. Okay.
Why are you coming over here and liking all 10 of the
Stay
pictures? And it's only pictures that I have my ass out. You know what I mean? Like,
okay,
you know what you're doing.
Depending on the photos, yeah, that's low key. Yeah.
I'm learning, because I have been missing signs, I guess, because a lot of people have been liking my stories, specifically the male crowd, and I'd never ever thought of it as a way of flirting. Like, just because I'm a woman, you gotta approach me like a woman.
Right, use your words.
Liking my story, I would never ever take that as a I like you.
Right.
Which now I'm gonna look at it different.
It's only the
But
Fokisis that take it that.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
no, because I feel like that's how niggas be trying to get your attention. They're like, oh yeah, let me like this little picture.
That's giving little boys then.
But they do be little boys.
But I do notice a difference though of when I post like things that do show the body, and there's way more
engagement, more like
male, male crowd that likes it versus, I mean, shout out to the girls. All the girls always be liking the story.
Exactly.
Right.
When they like your story, what you do after that? Like you slide up in their DMs and be like, you hearted my story. Do you need that? Like what do
It's like you like I'm gonna like your spec.
Oh,
I'm gonna give you a like too, and then we just
Oh.
gonna go like for like
304. Professional.
we just gonna go like for like.
Yeah, we're gonna go like for like.
Then
No
what?
words. Just keep like back and forth. That is wow.
And then a couple weeks later is when we're gonna link up.
Okay, so let's talk about that too. And I'm sorry, Ipo, a lot of these are gonna be like relationship questions.
I'm just gonna chime in. Go ahead.
Yes, chime in, please. When is the right time to slide in the DMs after the like for like? How many likes do you like on a story?
Damn, you just trying to give away all my tea. Like I can't give away all my cookies.
Secrets is coming out today.
Right.
I need to know because dang, I'm just in La La Land.
gotta
I
help our
have
girl.
no idea.
Okay, I would say, well, you're a different story though, because you are a bad bitch. Like
Thank you.
you're a very different story. Me, girl, I gotta get what I can. I'm gonna take what I can get. The fact, like. So, if like a nigga slide up in my DM, I'm like, oh, hey,
I cannot.
we're going to talk for a little while and then make a move. Because if you got to fill it out first.
Koula, but what if they are psycho? You still finna.
Oh, baby, I'm psycho too.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask y'all both. Do you wait for the man to slide in the DMs, or do you just shoot your shot? I mean, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I shot my shot one time and got denied, like swatted out of the court. And from that day on, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna let the man shoot his shot. But is that wrong?
Yes, that is. Just because it happened one time doesn't mean it's gonna happen all the time. Because for me, I was the one that shot my shot. I didn't shoot my shot at my husband, but
You shot it back,
right. You know what I'm saying? And that alone is the reason. That alone is the reason why.
Like it, then you should put a ring on it.
So I mean, just because it happened once, again, I mean, it doesn't mean it's always gonna happen. Keep shooting, and especially if you feel like they were shooting your shot. Why not?
Yep. Let me find out how to shoot a shot first, and then I'll line it up. I'll line it up.
Let's talk to a real shooter.
Yeah.
Shooter.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, I definitely shoot my shot when I want to. I feel like it just depends on the mood, really. Like if I look at somebody and I think they're that attractive where I want to court them, yeah, bitch, I'm all up in there. But if they're giving me the vibe where I can tell that they're attracted to me as well, I'll like tease them a little bit to make them court me because
Hey.
you want this.
Ow.
Come and get it.
Yeah.
But
Right now.
you gotta fill out the vibe, like whether it's someone if you want them and they're not giving you the signs or they're not reciprocating the energy that you want them to. Yeah. Maybe sprinkle a little more in and shoot your shot.
Okay, I kind of feel like you guys grew up in the phase of the party line because I was too young.
My gosh.
I was too young for party line. Like, do y'all think party line helped you guys out a little bit?
Absolutely. 562-984 5000 room 5, bitch. I was all up in
Room
here.
5?
cannot.
You had a room? See, I wasn't old enough like to even be on the party line.
Lawyer Ella, this bitch. No, she lying.
Okay, see? Remember, this is the Valley. This is the IE. We're very demure and classy, okay?
Oh, girl.
Oh.
I've heard of the party line, but I was never into it because remember, I didn't get my phone till I graduated high school.
Ooh,
so I couldn't do all of that.
Oh, no, girl. I was all up in that party line, bitch.
Dude, I wish I was in that era because I think that would have like helped with flirting because
Definitely.
that's the era of talking on the phone versus now it's the era of texting. Like I can't get your emotions through text.
Right.
And I don't know if you're trying to be nasty or if you're trying to be demure. Like how do you tell the difference? But
I do want to ask you guys, since you guys are still single and dating, how is the dating phase now?
Hello.
Hello? Let's see if I can,
Hello.
cue the funeral music right now.
The tiny violin. Bitch, Titanic?
No, okay. I seen this phrase though because we're 90s, right? We're 1990s. We're 90s babies. I seen a quote that said, it's harder for the 90s babies to find love because they're looking for something that was in the 90s. Versus 2026, we have a generation that don't believe in that type of 90s love. They believe in get it to it right then and there. Yeah. So when they said that, I was like, dang, that's right, because that's all I look for is I want some 90s love. Give me that old school. But it's like, you can't look for that now because we're in 2026. What's 2026 love looking like?
Everybody's want to fuck.
Thank you. Oh my God.
It's like, I want to fuck too, but you know, sometimes like I want to be loved.
You gotta say it too much. When I look in your eyes, I can tell you wanna fuck.
Hey.
And you ain't gotta call me your boo just as bad as you wanna. I wanna
fuck
too.
I love how we edited. We do what to y'all. Yeah.
But that's literally the phase though, because my mom, she sat me down. She's like, Lose, how me they get Maria? And I'm like, Mom, if only you knew, the men only just want one thing and one thing only.
Right.
Versus I'm not for that.
Right.
You know, like I'm looking for a man that's willing to wait till marriage versus men in 2026 is
they just want to fuck.
They on that time.
Yeah. Like we over here listening to Lauryn Hill. She telling us what all these boys want, but these niggas are listening to Future.
Yes.
Boy shit.
Yes.
Fuck me. Right. Damn. Can y'all listen to some Lauryn Hill and
right? Sometimes, yes.
I mean, not all men are bad, but like the dating pool right now has just been, like Gola said, Elo.
It's just very Elo.
Very, very not demure.
Yeah, I think, dating has been, especially dating out here in Utah, bitch.
Hello?
Dating is Elo out here. You would definitely find you
a
handsome, wealthy, fine man with a big old dick in LA. Like, out here.
Oh my gosh, let me tell you about that, because when we were in LA, they love me.
That's what I'm saying.
They was eating it up.
They will.
West Hollywood, eating it up.
Girl.
No, they were eating it up, and I was like, dang, why am I looking for love in the wrong place?
Yeah. No, you're definitely out here.
No,
not the love.
just because they give you a little whistle attention.
Right.
Yeah, it's not always good.
Stop trying
That's
to protect her.
Like.
Stop trying to protect her, okay?
No, because y'all already know. This right here, you need to be of high value, okay? Yeah. Behind me, you could do what you want.
No, I could do what I want.
Okay, yeah.
I could do what I want.
Do what I want.
And I'm going to do what I want.
Hello? What are some things that maybe should change?
Ooh.
Or could be better?
Get out of Utah.
Okay.
Get out of Utah for you.
No, and it's not just Cali that I've experienced it. Every time I go out of Utah, it's a different story. But it's like, yeah, get out of Utah for real. But when you're talking long distance, though, that sucks.
Yeah.
You don't like long distance?
Oh my gosh.
I love your long distance relationship.
I love it too, because all we're doing is talking. We don't gotta be hanging out, you know?
Exactly.
But it's like when you're talking to like people who have their own busy lives, and it's like, find some time for me.
That's what, that's why you be talking on the phone with them when they busy. Sancho at the house, Bring Sancho over.
Sancho keep jumping in the conversation.
Sancho gonna get it done.
Sancho.
Yeah. The female version is Sancha.
Yeah. Sancha, Rita, somebody else said.
It's really just Sancha. They be adding the extras.
I tested my brother yesterday. I didn't play the video for him, and I was like, what does Sancho mean? And he's like, the side dude. He's like, Sancho at your house while I'm locked up.
And I don't be knowing the lingo.
And then I'm like, how do he's not a Cali boy. He's a Utah. Like, we grew up in Utah.
Sancho is a Mexican
but it's like
phrase.
It's a phrase.
It's a Mexican phrase. Well, because, in LA, we grew up with a lot of micos.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, like, mico terms that we use in, like, our daily lives.
Yep.
Like, if you notice, a lot of people from LA, they act mico, like, more than they act black.
Yeah.
Because we kick it around with the micos. So there's words that we pick up from them, like Sancho, Cuete, Foo. Like you hear songs like, what's up, Foo? Like, we get that from Migos. There's a lot of Mico terms we use, but Sancho is one of them. Yeah.
And then I was like, what's the girl version? And he's like, Sancho.
I gotta move out of Utah to get you a boo.
No, but yeah. If you out there, husband, let me zoom you in.
Yeah.
Come here. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, any minute now. You can 281-330-8004. If you want, you could dial that party line and we can meet in room 5.
Room 5.
I'm just kidding. But anyway, let's move on to another saying about love. Do y'all believe in the saying, a man that loves his mom will treat you well?
I feel like, yes, like a man that loves his mom and his sisters should definitely love you
Right.
and treat you right, because, you know, that's how you're taught. Like, you love the woman that you love. You treat the woman that you love like how you treat us.
Right.
Yeah.
With respect and all of that. But there do be some men that have toxic relationships with their mothers, and
They sugarcoat it as love.
they sugarcoat it as love, and they have a toxic relationship with their mothers, and they take that abuse from their mothers out on women, and which is not okay.
So I do see that side too. I do believe that a man that treats his mom and sisters well will love and treat you well. But like you mentioned, what is love defined in your household?
Yeah.
How do you define that love? Is it toxicity, or is it actually real, genuine love? Yeah. But I want to hear what you have to say, because I feel like your man does treat his mom and his sisters well.
Yeah, that's why I got the best one. That's why I was just like, no, but it's true. Excuse me. I feel like your upbringing, remember, I mean, you kind of carry that into your adulthood. So that's definitely my husband. He was raised right by his mom and mostly his sisters. And I just wanted to, while you guys were talking, I've seen men too who were raised right by mom, but out here, you know, being
A different character.
yes. But I can't make sense of that.
If you're a mama's boy and you love your mom, either you're gonna be a great husband and you're gonna be a great father because you love your mother and your sisters,
Or the total opposite.
or you're gonna be a mama's boy that does everything and anything for their mom and puts their mom in before the wife and stuff.
Right.
And that's where the toxicity comes.
The mama boys, with those, if you are a strong woman, you just got to teach how to, I guess, separate the umbilical cord. But if you don't want to go through all the headache and it's because it is a process to, I guess, unteach that and relearn how to separate the two. But
I think once, like with the mama's boys, like once they've established a boundary of how much they can be like, okay, I'm gonna do this much for my mom, but I also have to remember I have a family and a wife.
Right.
And I think once they, like you mentioned, you just gotta work through and establish boundaries
and figure out what works for both of you guys.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, like, if your wife she also loves your mom too. So the type of person that you get with is also gonna love your parents. So y'all gotta work through it. I mean, it's not gonna be easy at the beginning, but shout out to everyone that's dating mama's boys. Those are the ones that go through the rough, tough patches, okay?
But it's worth it in the end.
Yes, and if you love him, why not?
Exactly.
Why not?
Exactly.
But there will be only certain things to tolerate, though. So
Absolutely.
And if your mama want to go head up, we can do that.
another unpopular opinion: calling your significant other daddy in a sexual way, is it yuck, or is it off limits, or is it just don't do that? It's cringe, mind you, in a sexual way. Not just because, you know, there are those couples that call them significant others daddy for their kids growing up as a 1-year-old to make sure they're not calling him babe
Right.
or by their real name. But this is after the kids are grown.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's so cringe to me. Me and my husband, I don't ever.
Right.
But I was that parent who would call him Teti.
Yeah.
Because my kids were calling him babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess just not my cup of tea.
Yeah. Okay.
Shut your Michael up.
Can't relate, bitch, because that's my daddy. Daddy. Yeah, daddy and all that.
Yeah.
But I will say I do, because I know it's cringe for other people. So, like, if, like, you know, my man is around, my friends and stuff, I'm not going to call him daddy,
Right.
obviously. But, you know, like, when we alone or we on the phone, daddy, what you doing? Okay, love you, daddy.
I have a question for you, though. Do you like being called daddy?
No, I like being called Big Mama.
Oh,
Yeah. I like being called Master,
Big
actually.
mama.
He want to be a master so bad.
Yeah, call me master, nigga. The fuck.
What about you, Lawson? What's your opinion?
I, don't know. I'm not experienced, but I would imagine in a sexual way, yuck, because I only have one dad, my dad, and it's just weird because I call my dad daddy. Like, right. I'm like, daddy, come help me. And I'm like, dad. I have different names for my dad that it just would feel so off for me to call my boo thing that in a sexual way. That just would just rub me the wrong way. I can't.
Well, y'all hoes are boring.
No, this is
I cannot.
My husband be wanting me to call him daddy all so bad. Oh my god. But I'm just like,
does he call you?
Oh, he call me. He know what he called me.
Does he call you mommy?
On to the next topic.
But okay, let's talk about just kind of events that are going on. I do want you to come and just let us know about events because y'all, we've been talking about growing up Tongan. We've been talking about relationships. We've been talking about...
No, but this is a great way to catch up. We literally, if we could, we'll talk about more.
Honestly.
With us being back, we need stuff. But some events that are coming up is the PFK show. Ooh. That's May 8th.
Who gonna be there?
So MCing is going to be Tossie 1K.
Oh,
headlining is going to be Cutthroat.
Tossie.
Baku OI2M is going to be in it.
Baku, okay.
Special guests that I know, but I'm not going to say. But yeah, and it's all ages events, so it'll be great for family.
When is it?
May 8th.
May
8th, yes. And grab your tickets now, you guys, while it's still available. And another event that's coming up that's also going to be lots of fun is the Royal Kings event.
Oh, yeah.
In July.
Yes.
And the theme is, so they're going to have a boxing ring. Come out.
At the Royal Lounge.
Yes. And y'all can box it out. I mean, it's going to be fun. Please don't come over there looking for smoke.
On some beef?
Right. Just, it's supposed to be friendly.
It's family friendly. There's going to be kids
But
there.
if y'all got beef with the ambassadors, come take it out in the ring. Yeah.
I'm about to go hard in the gym now. Just in case.
By beef, what do you mean?
And this year they're planning on making it bigger and better. But definitely that's in the books too. Yes.
You got to come meet some of the kings.
Just don't touch them. Without their consent. No, just kidding. And Camp, y'all. So that's another thing that I wanted to highlight.
OMG, talk about that one.
Yes,
talk about OMG, that
so
one.
Camp, OMG, they got together, and it's really for the youth. It's football, Samoa versus Tongan, and I'm excited. Because two of my brother-in-laws will be coaching, and just really, I grew up loving sports, so I know this event is going to be great for the kids.
All right, y'all. We hate to leave, but we gotta go. We do like to thank each and every one of you besties for continuing to stay loyal to the soil.
Yes, appreciate you guys so much.
Yes, and being for real with all of us. And so we would just like to say we'll see you next time. And we hope that you guys all enjoy the topics that we discuss. And y'all, we was just really talking about being Tongan, really, today. Honestly, it was talking about them big teeth.
Never the little one.
Never the little one.
Okay.
Bye, besties. Thanks for watching the BF4REAL Podcast. Bye.